warming up. We bout to shift it into gear now. Then kick up, we shedding blood, sweat, and tears now. This a lifestyle, we do this year round.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Animal B coming to you with another vid. Today is buys. Now, when it comes to doing buys and tries arms, for me, what benefits me the most is isolating biceps by themselves and isolating triceps by themselves. So what I have right here is a simple seated alternating dumbbell curl. Nothing special. Nice little warm up before I get into the heavier weights. Started with 35 and worked my way up to about 65 today. And what I did for this particular buy day, I went up heavy, lessened the reps, and then I went back down to a lighter weight and increased the reps. So I started off doing 10 to 12, and as I got heavier, I started dropping to 8, 6, 5, and then I dropped back down to the lighter weight, and then I proceeded to do 12 to 15. Let's take a look at my form here. What are some of the crucial or key points? When doing a bicep curl, you do not want to try to get the dumbbell too close to your head, because what that is going to do is going to make you shoot the elbows up. When the elbows start to come up, now you're starting to incorporate your front delt. Everyone is so much a stickler on technique form. I mean, your form is going to vary a little bit from person to person, but you don't have to worry about trying to get the dumbbell all the way up to your face. I have my elbows pointed down towards the ceiling, so that means I'm engaging, or I'm getting as much blood flow to the actual head of the bicep and not incorporating that front delt. If you want to get bigger biceps, you have to really force as much blood as you can into the actual bicep, the long head, the short head of the bicep. So by doing this, it is important that you do keep the good form, but it's also important that you get a lot of reps in. That was the one thing for me that made my biceps really respond, to help me to get them to over 19 inches. I had to do a lot of reps, lighter weight, and with good form, keeping the elbows down and just squeezing as much as I can. So this is a drop set. Did the 40, and now I'm dropping to 35. Same process, elbows are pointed down. I'm squeezing the biceps. I'm squeezing the actual dumbbells as hard as I can. It helps to make everything one, and it gives you, a better pump and a better lift. Strength training or lifting weights is so much more than just actually lifting weights. It's very important to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, in order to benefit you for whatever your goal is, whether it's strength gain, whether it's weight maintenance, whether it's sports specific, whether it's at powerlifting, bodybuilding, whatever the case may be. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing and what muscle groups are involved in the actual movement. This way it makes it easier for you to get to your goal. You're less prone to have an injury. Next, I moved on to floor curls. Now these are something that I do from time to time. This is a very difficult exercise. The fact that I'm kneeling down, I'm getting a lot of core activation, and for someone who doesn't work core like me, that's important. I'm also getting a lot of bicep activation, and because of this, because I'm on my knees, I'm not able to swing my body or use my legs to help with the actual lift. So basically pure bicep. It's almost like an isolation. Of course, it's not completely isolation, it's still a compound movement, but it's almost like an isolation movement due to the fact that I'm taking my lower body out of the equation, which makes it a lot harder for me to actually do the lift. The next exercise I moved on to, I like to call rope curls. Now this is an excellent exercise that really incorporates a lot of the short head of the bicep, which is the interior portion of our bicep. And the way that this incorporates it is due to the twisting motion that I'm doing right now. As I extend my hands up, I'm turning my wrists out so that my thumbs are facing one another, and as I curl in, I'm actually trying to open the rope as far as I can. Now when it comes to working the short head of the bicep, that twisting motion is very effective, and also when it comes to working tricep, twisting motions are also very effective. If you do a rope tricep push down or tricep extension, whatever you want to call it, that's really going to focus on that long head as well as the medial head of that tricep. The final exercise I moved on to for today, sorry about the bad camera angle, is two versions of a standing preacher curl. I started off with 25, went up to 35, and finished at 45. By this time, my arms were really on fire and really pumped and engulfed in blood, so it was quite difficult for me to finish the reps. And but this is a traditional preacher curl. Very effective if you want to get bigger arms. Takes a lot of the body out of it. You oftentimes see people swinging and swaying. I'm doing a little bit, but once again, like I said, form is important, but I'm not breaking form that much to the point where I'm running a risk of injuring myself, or I'm incorporating a lot of other muscle groups to help with the actual lift. This is your boy Animal B. I hope you liked the video. It took me a lot of time to make this one. I'm using a new software, so let me know if you like it. I continue to do it. Every time you do it, you'll get better, you'll get faster. But any suggestions, anything you want to see, just let me know, and I'll quickly shoot it up there. But I'm gonna leave you out with some music, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.